We're live. It's day 5. Welcome to day 5. OMG. I love expansion. I love it. I want to check in with you. We have been on quite a journey together. 5 days. If you have been following along, day 1 was awareness, day 2 language, day 3 identity, day 4, which was yesterday, you cleared things that no longer resonate with you. They're not a frequential match to who you are or who you're becoming. And now, remember yesterday I said nature abhors a vacuum. That word is kind of a funny word, isn't it? The idea here is that you made space for new. So, what are you going to fill that space with? Today, I want you to focus on expansion. And I'm going to give you 5 things to think about today, with the first one being the most important. It's kind of a mantra. The mantra goes like this: there's nothing wrong and there's nothing to fix. What? East, you don't know my life. No, but I know mine. And guess what? We're all here on a human experience, which they have very similar lessons and universal laws to it. And so often we are going through life as though there's something wrong with us, our life, and that is not the case. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing to fix. There is an opportunity. There are possibilities for you to experience something different, more, or or else. What? Yes. There's nothing wrong. There is an opportunity for you to experience life in a different way. That's what I want you to think about today. There's nothing wrong, nothing to fix. Think about video games. Hopefully, by now, at some point in your life, you played a video game. For me, it was Miss Pac-Man back in the 80s. And what I loved and what we all did in that video game is we just wanted to level up. What's at the next level? There was nothing wrong with level 1. We just kind of got bored with it. Nothing wrong with level 2. Got bored with that. Level 3 got faster and we got better and it got more exciting. And that's what happens with our lives. We're leveling up, and that's what expansion is about. It's about you get to experience a new level. You have the other ones, you know what those are like, and now you get to see what's at that next level. So that leads me to a good question, which is, what do you want? What do you want more of? For today, besides the mantra, let's layer a little bit. Besides the mantra of there's nothing wrong, there's nothing to fix, there's an opportunity for me to experience more or something else or something different in my life. What do you want? What is it in your life? What area of your life? It's usually around love, right? Relationships. Well, East, I've never really experienced a deep, meaningful relationship, a partner. All right. What would that be like? Let's start to get curious about that. Let's believe it's possible. This I pulled out to show you. This is a fabulous book. If you are looking for your next personal growth content mindset, do you have a fixed mindset like, well, East, you don't understand. I've had all these relationships and they've all turned out horrible. Okay, keep going. That's the growth mindset. I'm going to get better, and each time eventually I will have that relationship as long as I keep going after it, right? Growth versus fixed mindset, or the fixed mindset of like there's no good people out there anymore. Really? Okay, you're right. Or, well, there is. I live in Man Diego. I think I could find somebody here. Okay, you're right. So, where are you tethering yourself? You have full control over this. Are you seeing that by now? That's the power of this Elevate program, whether you do the 7-day, the 50-day, or beyond, is to realize that the power is within you. You have all the power to shift your life, change your experience of life. You are not a victim to your circumstances. In fact, my friends, that is another thing for today, is to realize that life is working for you. Even the seemingly bad things are there to make you stronger. As we were using the analogy of the video game, remember the first level's pretty easy, and then, the quote devils get a little harder and you get stronger in it. What if everything in your life has been divinely, perfectly placed there to lead you to the experiences that you desire? So, what is it that you want? Try this on. Your external environment is simply your internal environment pushed outwards. What are you talking about? Have you ever been in a really bad mood and you just seem to bump into all the other bad mood people, right? It's like you're rushing, you're angry, and then your jacket gets caught on a door, and then you slam your foot in the door, and you're like, ah, right? Have you ever had that? Yeah, we all have. That is a demonstration of like attracting like, frequential matches. So if you want to experience something different in life, you first be it so that you are at a frequency that matches that. That's why we prime our day with gratitude. You want more amazing life experiences, new things, you got to prime it. Sit in gratitude. That is going to be powerful. That's why we do that every day. It starts with being grateful for what you have and then saying, thank you so much for all of this. Even the stuff that was tough, it strengthened me. I'm starting to see how it serves me. It allows me to have empathy, whatever. You get to explore that. And now I'd like to go beyond that. Thank you. I would love more of this. I would love to expand into this area of my life. So that is the invitation today. Besides, if you don't have your download, get the download. It is on my website, or you already have it. You have this download right here. Day 5 has you say, what area of your life is ready to expand? What would you love more of? Let's start with something. It's usually around love life, money, or health. And even today, even if you have a big goal, like East, my goal is so big, it's overwhelming. The path of 1,000 miles starts with one step. How do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? Can you do one thing today to move you in that direction? Let me give you the answer. Yes. Yes, you can. Now, as we level up, we're going to hit obstacles. Yes, those obstacles strengthen us. And this is when you get to push forward. Oh, but that's just not who I am. Well, we already worked on identity. Who do you want to be? Because your choices and what you choose to do or not do will become your identity. Be, do, and have. So, what is it that you want? You have. We're going to reverse engineer it and say, who do I have to be? And today is around, again, expansion. And with that mantra that there's nothing wrong and there's nothing to fix. So if you really tether to that, you will stop complaining. Please stop complaining. If any of you have kids and your kids just complain, you're thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I just brought you to Disneyland. It's $1,500 for this day and you're complaining right now, right? How do you think God feels when you're complaining about things and you're like, oh my gosh? So we're going to, we're releasing complaining. We're going to say, thank you so much. And now I would love to expand here. So that's the language you use today. You say, wow, I'm so grateful for these lessons. I'm grateful for everything that it's been given to me. Look around. There's things to be grateful for. And then say, and I would love, fill in the blank. What would you love? That's the language. Human tendency is to wake up and go, oh, I'm stuck. A Groundhog's Day. I'm still in the same spot. I still don't have a partner. Look, nobody next to me in bed. Or, oh, my bank account. Or, oh, not us. Not in the Elevate program. Now we recognize, nope, I'm going to get up. I'm going to say, I'm grateful for all these things. And I would love to experience more or something different. This is when Joe Dispenza's work is so powerful. It's called a pattern interrupt. One of the things I have found to be helpful in the expansion process is to interrupt your pattern, interrupt your habits, right? You want a different result, but you keep doing the same thing. It's like, that's insanity. So today, do something different, right? Take a different way to work. Go out of your comfort zone. Be something different. I had somebody in the program who every time she would go out and do her walk, she'd see trash and she just felt this like little tap on her shoulder to pick up the trash, but she thought, no, I don't want to do that. That's kind of embarrassing. Finally, the urge got so big to pick up the trash. She said she put her hoodie on and started picking up trash around her neighborhood. And when she got home, she's like, man, I feel so good. Look what I did today. Like, I'm that kind of person. I'm that person that is making a difference in the world, even if it's just picking up trash in my neighborhood. So every time she would go on her walk, she'd start picking up the trash. And she got to this point, she's like, you know what am I hiding for? I love this about me. Like, this is a cool thing. She put down her hoodie. And what was interesting is she told the story in our Elevate group live call. And A couple weeks later, other participants were like, "You inspired me to pick up trash in my neighborhood." And she said, "Oh my gosh, it's so funny you're saying that because I saw one of my neighbors and she was picking up trash and she said I inspired her to pick up trash." You are contagious, my friend. We're all contagious. So what do you want to contagious people with? What is it? You have a choice. That's why this program is beyond powerful because you prime yourself before you go out there and infect people with yourself. You sit, you ground yourself, you steep in gratitude, raising your frequency. You set your intention. That's why this process is so powerful. You look at a prompt for self reflection. Know thyself. When you know yourself, when you really know yourself, you start and you sit in that meditation time, that prayer time, and you ask for guidance from divine intelligence, God, the universe, you start to understand your mission here, your assignment here. I would love for you to connect with that and fulfill that assignment or mission. You know why? It feels amazing. It feels amazing to be on a mission, to be on an assignment, to be here on purpose. And that's where we start to feel really alive. And it starts with these steps in the Elevate program. I hope you're feeling this. If you have been doing it, oh, East, I fell off. Okay, big deal. Pick yourself up, get back on. There's a lot of people in the 50 days that'll admit at some point in the 50 days, "Ooh, I fell off track. I didn't do all my 50 days." It doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong. You're not broken. It's not like, "Oh, now I give up." Nope, you just get right back up. That is proof of progress, is being able to we're all going to fall. We're all going to drift off our path. We're going to make mistakes. That's how we learn. It's how fast you get back on track and say, oh, look at me, fell off track, getting right back on again. So if day 5, you're like, oh, I haven't really followed the 7-day, oh, and you start berating yourself, that's where you get to stop. None of us can come and live your life for you. In fact, we all think somebody's going to come and rescue us, right? Guess what? Nobody's coming. You have to rescue yourself. It starts with you. You have to take the action, get out of victimhood, get out of saying that, oh, poor me, this and that. I get it. There's moments to experience these different energies, frequencies, emotions, thoughts, and feelings. And then you get to choose where you want to take yourself next. So, nothing to fix, nothing is wrong. It's all about opportunity and possibility. What would it be like? Who do you admire in life? Who are the influencers that you're like, oh, they just have it? What if you could experience that? You can. You can. I would love to experience what that is like. Now, what you're going to catch yourself is judging, and your old self limiting beliefs are going to come in. You're going to start to say things like, well, I would love to experience more wealth, but wealthy people are just jerks. Well, there you go. You're stuck. So, can you get a new mindset around that? Can you look at that? We're going to talk about that more tomorrow. So, today is the focus today to keep you. You can see I get super excited. I don't know if veins are popping out in my forehead, but I love this work. I've seen so much expansion, growth, and with other people. Imagine if everybody in the world started their day with some gratitude, appreciation, raising their frequency. Could you imagine what this world would feel like if everybody primed themselves first and then came out into the world, contributed that way? It's like, oh, everybody be bouncing off high energy. When you do this work, you come in and you're like, "Oh my gosh, East, you're not gonna believe this." Yeah, no, I am, because I've been doing this work for years, but this exact Elevate program, I designed it a year ago, and it is the most powerful program. I've created hundreds of programs. I've been in education. This is the most powerful program I've ever created in terms of changing lives and allowing people to experience life and aspects of life they never thought could be possible. And it's through doing this work. I love this because it's almost like it's just a natural result of doing the 7 things every day. So you're here, I'm focusing on finishing, completing the 7 things, the 7 habits. And as an end result, you experience aspects of life you never thought were possible for yourself. Perhaps an older version of you would say things like, oh, that's not for me. I could never. Yeah, you could. You totally could. That's what's so fun. So, there's nothing to fix. What area of your life would you love to experience something different, more, or something else? It's up to you. Have fun with this. Are you having fun yet? Have some fun with this. Start Go after something small today if you want to expand yourself. It's not about fixing or changing so much as expanding and experiencing something new. When I was a kid, I loved cartoons. It was like I will always watch cartoons. Cartoons are my life, right? We would sit there and watch it. Then over time, you're kind of like, yeah, cartoons. What else is available in life? And I started to get interested in other things. So get curious, and it's all around find an aspect of your life. Just find one. The thing with transformation is yes, you could work on 5 things today. It's just going to take you longer because you're diluting your energy and your capacity. If you pick one thing and you say, I want to feel a shift in this one area of my life, it's usually finances, love, or health and fitness. Think about that today. Pick one area and say, I would love to experience this. And your job is to be open to receive and to catch yourself blocking by saying, "It's not possible. I could never. Oh, cancel, clear, delete. I could totally. I would love that." Watch yourself in your ability to receive even simple compliments. If somebody comes and says, "Oh, you look so pretty today." Oh, yuck, I woke up like this. How about just saying, "Thank you. It's true." What? Yeah, try it on. Many of us, I want you to understand God, the universe, the field wants to give you everything you want. You most likely are blocking it. Start with just simple compliments. If somebody gives you a compliment, do you poo-poo them? If they say, "Oh, I like that shirt," you're like, "Oh, this thing, I got it on this clearance rack." It's like, how about just saying thank you? Or if they say, "You look so good today. Are you doing something different?" Oh, no. I mean, we go to complaining, we go to negativity. It's almost wired in our human nature. I don't know why. Your option here is to stop yourself, receive it. Thank you. Thank you. Zip it and expand your ability to receive and have fun with this today. The mantra, there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing to fix. This for me was a big lesson. I spent so many years thinking, something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? I keep attracting this into my life. Ugh, and negativity. If you keep tethering yourself to complaints, you're only going to get more things to complain about. I'm gonna repeat that. If you continue to tether your thoughts, your language, everything on complaining, you're going to receive more things to complain about. So, untether, come over here and attach yourself to things that you're grateful for, and I promise you will get more things for which to be grateful. I will see you tomorrow. The offer is still there. If you are loving this work, which I hope you are, go to the links in this video, 7 habits for 50 days straight. It is extremely transformational. The breakthroughs that you've been asking for are on the other end of you simply showing up every day and doing these 7 habits. And at the end, I will tell you, I can guarantee this, 2 things will happen. You will get closer to that dream or desire, if not receive it and beyond. What that means is on the other side of this, on the other side of the 50 days, are things you can't even imagine right now, that you're unaware of, that aren't even in your awareness, because it would be like me at a certain vantage point, geographically, I can't see certain things, but if I climb up a mountain, I can see things that I couldn't see at a lower level. And that's what happens when we do this work with the Elevate program. You do this for 50 days and you have a perspective on life that you didn't have before. I used to call this 50 days to a higher frequency, because you raise your frequency, you raise your awareness and consciousness and the ability to see the bigger picture of life and your particular life. It's called Elevate for a reason. As we elevate our levels of consciousness and awareness, we are able to see and experience, this is the expansion, levels of life, experiences in life we didn't even know were possible. I'm excited for you. Congratulations for being here. If you've been doing this, even if you've drifted off, drifted back on, you're doing it. And it starts with you. We're not here to fix anybody else. We're not here to fix ourselves. We're here to expand ourselves, expand our positive, high frequency energy so that when we're out there in the world, we're infecting people with that and they go on to be that way, putting all the things. So you're bringing all the other days with you through expansion and go in today and have fun. And I will be here tomorrow for day 6 and we'll continue our journey together. I'm wishing you the most fabulous day and have fun with this expansion and tether yourself to a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. There's no telling ourselves, I tried it before, it didn't work, or I've tried everything. No, you haven't. Keep going. Sending you so much love. Bye for now.